Are you not starting with that? You're starting with that, right?
I was gonna put that in.
Okay, good. So now so there's our opening.
Yeah. Okay. So how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Gaming Bros.
Gaming Bros.
God damn it!
I'm Bockish.
I'm Kid, and this is Booger.
Hello.
Oh man.
She can't introduce herself.
Apparently not.
Okay.
She has a big problem with that.
Apparently I can't speak, alright.
You can't speak. You're not allowed to speak. You have to get permission to speak now, apparently.
Yeah.
Or do all of us need to do that?
I think so. I think I need speech therapy, apparently.
You do need speech therapy.
Yes.
Oh god. This is a great way to start, isn't it?
Oh yeah, this is a fantastic
Oh
movie.
yes,
So,
wonderful.
I guess Merry Christmas to everybody.
We're recording this on
Holidays!
Christmas. Yes.
Yeah. So,
Hooray! I hope
how
you
was
all...
the holiday season for you guys?
I'm enjoying it quite a bit.
That's cool. Got
Kinda-
stuff.
Yeah.
What did you guys do over December? What was one of the high points?
Well, I was just mostly waiting for Christmas and just waiting for stuff to happen and all sorts of stuff. Just waiting to wrap all my gifts and everything. I'm glad I got you what you wanted for a long time.
The kid got me the Okami art book, which I've been wanting for quite a long time.
He was freaking out when he saw it.
Oh yeah. So what about you? What were you doing for most of the Christmas season?
Birthday stuff. Mostly my birthday was on the 16th, and I got tickets to go to DragCon, so I'm going to LA in April, so that's exciting.
Oh, right on.
I don't
Are
think-
you going for the full weekend?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
no. It's actually going to only be one day, I'm pretty sure, because the first day is 18 and over, so I can't go
Okay.
over there.
18 and over DragCon. That could be interesting.
Yeah, but I'm going to be in LA for the full weekend.
Okay.
All right,
Awesome.
nice. What about you, Jay?
Mine
Or Bockish?
was
Whatever.
Mine was pretty mellow. I just kind of hung out. I did do something. I gave my girlfriend an early birthday present. We went to go see Moana.
Moana?
The new Disney movie.
Okay.
How was
I
that?
haven't been
It
interested in
was-
seeing that.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't like the greatest Disney movie ever. What it is well, it's a story of Moana, it's kind of a nice little difference of, when it first starts out, Moana is the main character. She's kind of like Belle, where she's like, oh, I have a great life here, but I want to do something more and things like that. And she lives on a small Hawaiian island, and she wants to go explore the ocean because she thinks that there's more out there, etc. Kind of like Ariel crossed with Belle, but when she eventually leaves the island is really interesting because it's not because of she's like, oh, I'm tired of this, I'm gonna go out and explore and go to hell, you guys. But it's because this curse supposedly because Maui supposedly stole the heart of
Maui is like the
Maui,
Hawaiian god?
He's a demigod who's played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he's fantastic.
Of course.
But she leaves because her grandma has told her the story numerous times of the story of how Maui stole the heart of Te Fiti, which is the island goddess.
Okay.
And she was the one that gave life to the world. And since he stole her heart while she was sleeping, the world is slowly dying, and her island is starting to die. So Moana leaves her island to go find Maui to ensure that he returns the heart to Te Fiti, because since he stole it, it's his responsibility to restore it.
Yeah, okay, that sounds interesting.
It's not a bad movie. I enjoyed it overall. There's one or two songs I liked. My favorite one was actually sung by The Rock.
Really? He sang?
He sang.
Oh, he sang, and he has actually really...
Is he good?
Yeah, he's not bad at all.
Really?
The
Okay.
song is really funny because it's when Moana first meets Maui, and he thinks that she's one of his fangirls, essentially.
Okay.
And so the song is about how about the great achievements that he's accomplished. Like, he created islands, and he created the sky and the winds, and he created coconut trees. The song is called "You're Welcome."
Okay.
Because he's like, oh yeah, by the way, I did that. You're welcome.
Is that how he acts? Like, hey...
Yeah,
like
kind
that?
of. Yeah, he's like,
Like
yeah,
the
I know,
fawn.
I'm great. Yeah, I know, right?
He's like the fawns of Hawaii or something.
Well, the whole thing is that he's the kind of guy, he's the reluctant hero. He doesn't want to go on this journey because he believes whoever has the heart of Te Fiti is cursed because the demons of the world, demons and monsters of the sea want it.
Alright, that...
So it's
I can see why.
It's a little predictable, obviously, because it's a Disney movie, but it's not bad. They even make a joke about how Maui thinks Moana's a princess.
Okay.
And spoiler alert, the joke is that Maui says, I don't need any of this stuff from, a princess. And she goes, I'm not a princess. And he goes, you're wearing a dress and you have an animal sidekick. You're obviously a princess. And it's got stuff like that. There's a really good... if you see the movie, sit through the credits, because there is a really funny Little Mermaid joke in it. At the end of the credits. Yeah. I won't spoil it for you, but it's pretty good.
Was it like in Shrek where... Or like, it was like in the second... I think it was in the second movie, Fiona threw Ariel back into the water and a bunch of sharks ate her.
No, it's not like that. It's just one of the guys is talking about one of the characters from Little Mermaid. Like, he makes a reference to it like that.
Okay.
It's not bad. So if you like Disney, I would recommend it.
Yeah, all right.
I just keep seeing that same gif of the chicken from that movie screaming.
That chicken is there is a mentally challenged chicken in the movie. It's not even subtle about it. They actually say, yeah, that chicken's kind of messed up in the head. Do you think we should just eat him?
Yeah, sure, just go ahead, eat the chicken.
Yeah, and so that's one of the jokes.
Is it like Gobbles or something?
I don't remember the name of it. Hey is the name of the special chicken.
Okay, that's good. Hey.
So yeah, that's pretty much the biggest thing I did, other than doing Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
And,
We did see Doctor Strange a while ago. That was pretty good.
We did
that
see
was
Doctor
really
Strange.
good.
That was pretty good.
That was good.
Some of the jokes didn't hit with me very well, and I kind of thought Stephen Strange was a little too much like Iron Man, in my opinion. But
definitely.
Yeah.
But the highest point of that movie is definitely the visuals.
Yes.
Especially my favorite parts is when it's kind of like you're looking through a kaleidoscope.
Yes.
How everything just kind of disturbs and folds into each other.
And sort of like within a mirror, like a mirror next to another mirror, sort of like infinite crazy stuff like that. That's always
kind of mirror.
Yeah, that's always
thing.
crazy too. That trips me out.
Very good movie.
Oh yeah.
Did you see any fun movies lately? Did you guys watch any Christmas movies?
No,
we watched
really.
The Grinch a couple days ago.
Oh yeah, The Grinch, and we showed Rowan Prometheus and Bob.
Oh right.
God. That was
Prometheus and Bob is amazing.
No.
We showed her the toilet one. She was so scared of it.
The animation, that kind of animation scares me really badly. I was like tearing up because it scared me so badly.
You don't like stop motion animation?
She likes stop motion, but
No, just that style of claymation where it's like, it's not like actual like movement. It's like picture. It scares me.
That's claymation.
That scares me.
That's stop motion.
Yeah,
animation.
but you know how it's like there's like pauses in between the moves. How it's like not like one like swift motion, and I don't know why, but it scares me.
Okay, well I can kind of get that.
the art one. Oh god.
Where they're trying to make cave paintings. Yeah, that was a good one.
The monkey.
So for context, what happens is they're trying to make cave paintings, and there's a monkey that comes in, and he drinks the paint, and Bob picks him up and squeezes the monkey until he barfs the paint all over the wall. It's disgusting.
It was so great. That was.
See if you can find a picture of that.
Yes, I can probably put a link to that.
Or maybe
yeah, I'll put a link to it. Definitely.
I also keep singing the Wonder Pets theme song, which annoys the heck out of Logan.
The Wonder Pets. What?
Do you not remember the Wonder Pets?
No.
Oh my god.
Okay, speaking of kid shows, I recently rediscovered Bear in the Big Blue House.
Oh god.
And Blue's Clues, so there you go.
Okay, but Wonder Pets is like, so there's a turtle, a hamster, and a baby duck, and
the turtle creeps me out.
I'm talking. They're like classroom pets, and they're like superheroes, and they save all these baby animals, and it's so funny. And they have this theme song, and it's hilarious.
Do I even want to know the?
No.
You do.
No.
You do.
All right, well, you can show me this later, and I'll freak out.
I'll probably put a link into the description in this one too.
Wonder Pets.
Oh god. Oh yes.
So is it like is that like a PBS show? Because that kind of sounds like the.
I think it was Nicktoons.
Was it Nicktoons?
Like Nick Jr.
I don't
Nick
watch
Jr.
TV anymore.
Yeah. We just watch stuff online now.
Speaking of TV shows, that's a segue, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of TV shows,
a good one.
JoJo Part 4 is almost done.
Yeah.
And it is awesome.
It is great. The animation is fantastic. So is the voice acting too.
And they're just about to finish up the battle with Another One Bites the Dust, which is one of the most broken stands in JoJo.
But Killer Queen, come on, that's like the best name for a stand.
That is a great name for a stand.
Killer Queen, gunpowder and gelatine.
Gelatine? Is that what the line is?
I think so. Gelatine, maybe.
Gelatine.
But so one of the things that Kid wanted me to talk about is I saw Suicide Squad a couple months back.
And that hang on. There we go.
I won't go into a full-blown rant because I don't want to take up all the time.
You should.
Okay, fine, I will. So I'm gonna try and incorporate you guys into this as much as I can, if you're interested.
All right, before Jacob starts, I want to say I saw a clip of Suicide Squad. It was where you first see Deadshot, where he kills someone who was about to squeal for mob stuff, and then he was talking to his daughter during Christmas, and then Batman comes in, punches him, and his daughter gets in his way, saying, "No, you can't do it."
Yeah, you see, it's topical because it was just like Christmas time where Deadshot got arrested. So hey, it's topical at least.
Yeah, I was just thinking, okay, is this it? Is this what's gonna be like throughout the movie?
Pretty much, it's a lot like that.
Okay.
That was honestly the biggest...
I'm gonna furry here.
Gross. But anyway, you couldn't have done that a little silently.
No, I couldn't.
So, as I said, I'm going to try and engage you guys in this. So,
hold your breath.
A lot of characters in this movie are they're not what you would think they are. I mean, one of my favorite characters in Batman is Killer Croc. Killer Croc is this character who is he's an enforcer for the mob kind of guy.
Yeah.
And the thing is that a lot of the times he doesn't feel like he's a villain, because some of my favorite interpretations of Killer Croc is when he's trying to get the money he earns from his criminal life to try and find a way to fix his condition, which is such a severe case of ichthyosis, it actually makes him look more like a reptile than anything else.
Yeah.
The problem is, in this movie, is he's just there for jokes. Like, one of the only times he's there is
dog. One of our dogs are trying to get in.
Is that people are talking about how we're bad guys, so we're ugly on the inside, and then they look at Killer Croc and they go, yeah, but he's ugly just in general.
Hang on. Get out of here, Finn.
Continue.
Yeah, so... And he does nothing. Like, this is the biggest problem with all these characters, is that they do nothing. There's a scene where Killer Croc, they have to swim underwater to get to this area to plant, like, a bomb to beat the villain, right? The villain is one of the worst parts of this, which is a big bummer.
I thought it was Joker, though.
No, it is not.
Okay.
It is not Joker.
Not even Harley?
No, it's not Harley either.
Ugh.
I have a big thing about Joker and Harley. We'll get that last part, because that's my biggest issue.
Hang on.
But the thing is that Killer Croc says, okay, I'm going to go in the water because water is my deal, right?
Yeah.
He goes down there with the Special Forces guys to plant this bomb. What happens is he gets attacked and dragged away by the little minion guys that the villain has.
Okay.
And you never see him again until the big finale.
Really?
Yeah, so Killer Croc does nothing the entire movie.
So he was just there because he's there.
He's just there because he's there.
Okay.
A lot of things are really dumb, like... Katana has no reason to be there.
Who's Katana?
Katana is this character who she's supposed to be a supervillain, but she's not a supervillain. She hangs out with the Special Forces group. Her whole thing is that she has a magic sword that if it kills you, it traps your soul inside of it.
Yeah.
And there is a big emotional moment where you see her before they're going in to do the final battle thing. She's talking to her sword and she's crying.
Yeah.
And this guy, the main army guy, all he does is he's there to explain things to you. Where he says, oh yeah, this guy does this, and this girl, she does this, and he ruins Katana's character in the first scene she's in, because he says that her husband's sword was killed by that sword.
Okay.
So he's trapped in there forever. She can never get him out. He can never rest in peace.
Right.
That would have been such a better, more emotional moment if they didn't ruin the whole thing. Because when he first shows up, she says, don't get killed by her because her sword traps the souls of her victims. That is exactly what he says. If they had left that part out and he had explained that her husband's trapped in there, because this is what the sword does. That would have been a bit more of an emotional moment, but the fact that it's just ruined, then we see this like, okay, so I guess this is them trying to character build. But they do that so much in this movie. Diablo, he's one of the only superpowered guys in this group, which is
he's a fire-based guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he can throw fire around, right?
All right. That's fine. That's useful in some ways.
Yeah, but this is the thing, though. Okay, so he's a supervillain that doesn't want to be a supervillain anymore. He's done.
Okay.
Right? Okay, so, but this is the thing. They talk about how when he gave up, he turned himself in.
Yeah.
So he turned himself in, but what happens is when they're explaining his backstory a bit, when you first get introduced to all the characters, when...
it's like a montage.
The montage when it's introducing all the characters, you see him giving up to the police.
Okay.
And there is a shot behind him of exactly, you see this and go, oh, okay, that's what he did. There's no mystery, there's no nothing, and then there's this big reveal later on of him talking about why he doesn't want to be a supervillain anymore and why he doesn't want to use his powers. There's no point, because we already know. There's no mystery to this character.
Did he just kill a bunch of people?
No, he killed his family.
Okay.
He killed his family. He killed... That was the dumbest thing. Like, when he's doing the flashback montage of when his wife and his kids, they know they're living with a deranged psychopath, and then there's a random scene where she comes into a kitchen and dumps out a shoebox full of, like, stolen memorabilia and things like that, and there's a gun in there. He can throw fire. He incinerates an entire prison yard in half a second.
Yeah.
They show this. Why does he need a gun?
Yeah.
Why does he need a gun?
For fun? I don't know.
I guess, but so
maybe
anyway,
to melt it and drink it? I don't know.
But
Drink a gun.
Drink a gun? Why would you drink a gun?
I don't
For
know.
fun?
That's a supervillain, I guess. But that is...
Hey, Hachi ate an axe, so there you go.
Yeah, there you go. That's fair.
If
But
people eat McDonald's, you can drink a gun.
yeah.
Yeah. All you have to do is, like, put it in the introduce it to the apple pie, it'll melt. Okay,
But so...
continue.
Yeah, so there's no mystery to this character. There's no mystery to a lot of characters. And the characters they play up the most are Harley Quinn and Deadshot. Because Harley Quinn is one of the most popular Batman villains, arguably.
Yes,
And,
in a way.
Deadshot is played by Will Smith.
Yeah.
And
I thought that was a big problem. Like,
so, you see, the thing is that Will Smith isn't bad in this movie, but he's doing his Will Smith thing.
Yeah.
He's just Will Smithing it all over the place.
he's Men in Blacking it?
He's just Will Smith.
In every single
He's
movie.
just
He
Will
was
Smith.
Will Smith in Fresh Prince. He was Will Smith in Men in Black. He's
Have you
Will
seen-
Smith. He's not really a character.
Have you seen
Yeah, pretty much.
Fresh Prince?
But you
Yeah.
see,
Okay.
that's not a bad thing, because Will Smith is very charismatic, and he can add a
Will
lot
Smith
to
is
a
great.
character.
Yeah, he's
And I mean,
having fun.
I don't know a lot about Deadshot, so I don't know a lot about his personality and things like that.
He's
so
kind of a
maybe-
smarmy douchebag.
Well, you see, yeah,
That's
that's
kind of
not
Will
a
Smith.
bad... Yeah, kind of. Will Smith can do that, but the
Yeah.
thing is that makes Will Smith's character so dumb is that... Why does Deadshot do what he does? It's because... As far as I know, in the comics, the reason he does it because he's good at it and he likes doing it. In the movie,
It's his
he's doing
job.
it to take care of his daughter. He's got to take care of his daughter. He's got to make sure she goes to a good school and she doesn't fall and things like she makes something of herself. And it's just for crying out loud, dude. That is the biggest problem with this movie. No, none of them are supervillains.
Okay.
They're just jerks. What do supervillains do? Like, the most supervillainous thing that any of them do is Captain Boomerang in his flashback
Really?
montage. Yeah, Captain Boomerang, his flashback montage, he's
I forgot
robbing
he
a
exists.
bank he's robbing, like, a jewelry exchange or a bank or something with this other guy, and he tells him to go bring his car around. When he leaves to go bring his car around, he takes out his boomerang and...
It was me! That's who!
Okay, everybody, welcome back. We had a little technical issue, so...
Yeah, sorry about that. So, you were at Captain Boomerang doing something?
Yeah, Captain Boomerang is robbing this place with his friend or something. I don't know, some dude.
Is it Mirror Master?
No, it's just
Okay.
a random dude. And so what happens is he tells the guy to go bring the car around. And so when he's leaving, Captain Boomerang pulls out one of his like bladed boomerang thingies and throws it, and it hits the guy and implies it kills him. That's one of
Okay.
the most villainous things these guys do.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm talking about the main characters, okay? So the other characters I want to touch, the only things I want to touch on, really big on, is...
Well, what does Joker do?
I will get to that. I think
Okay.
you had a question too, Booger.
I didn't.
Okay.
You didn't
I
have
don't
a
think
question?
Okay.
No.
Feel
I
free
might
to-
have, but I forgot.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, just go ahead and
Feel
shoot
free
it,
to
so.
speak up, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, just
I
go
think
ahead
I
and
might
shoot
have had
it.
a question, but then I forgot it.
Okay,
so-
when it comes back to us, ask it.
Yeah.
So the villain of this movie, it's implied in the trailers. In the first trailer I saw, it's implied the Joker is supposed to be the villain. He is not. The Joker is barely in it. You know that? Any of you guys saw the trailers for the movie, and you saw the clips of the Joker in it? That is pretty much the entirety of his scenes.
Really?
He's in
Like
it
2 minutes?
Pretty much. He's barely in it. I will get to that part, which really irritates me in a second.
God.
But the villain is the Enchantress, which is...
Who?
The Enchantress is actually... She starts out, she's really cool, which is... she's an archaeologist who is a horrible archaeologist, because she goes into this old tomb kind of thing, and she breaks this weird little doohickey that has the spirit of a witch trapped in it.
Okay.
The witch possesses her. And this is, like, the first time you see the Enchantress show up, it is so cool, because what she does is that she has her, the archaeologist has her hands on a table, right?
Yeah.
And then what you see is, this other person's hand sneak up underneath hers and flips her hand over, and it's just the witch's hand.
Huh.
And it's really cool. Like, that kind of transformation thing is really cool. And she looks cool. She's, like, covered in, like, dirt and ash, and she's all, like, grimy and nasty
I think
looking.
I saw a clip of her in one of the trailers. She had, like, really long hair, and didn't she have, like, a crescent moon thing on her
like, kind of
forehead?
like this, like, tiara thing almost. It's really weird. But she's really cool. But then she does this thing where she gets a power-up, right?
Okay.
She gets a power-up, and her whole character looks so dumb. It's like all of the grime and nastiness goes away, and she's wearing like this weird, almost Aztec-looking outfit and everything. And this is one of the most irritating things, is that she never stops moving.
She never...
So when
like,
the whole point of her villainous plan is that she's going to create a spell that destroys the world.
Okay.
Typical bad guy stuff. But the thing is,
Why?
when she's casting her spell... it's so dumb, because in one part she calls it a machine, and the other part she says it's a spell, the other part it's something else. It's just, it's really...
Spell machine.
Spell machine, there you go. It's a spell machine now. And when she's because she has to cast it, she has to do all this weird stuff, and she never stops moving. She's wiggling her whole body constantly.
Really?
Even in the final battle, when she's talking to the other guys, trying to get them to come over to her side, she's doing this, and it's so distracting.
Like
it's so dumb.
Like, suggestively wiggling or something?
No. She's just wiggling. Like, wiggling her body around. Like, she's like one of
Like,
those...
sort of, like, I want to pee or something?
Wacky arm flailing tube man.
Oh.
Like at Walgreens?
Yeah, it's like one of those guys. It looks like one of those guys. It's
Okay,
so
okay.
distracting, but...
I can understand that.
So, before I get on the biggest issue with me, which is Harley Quinn and Joker, I want to talk about why are the Suicide Squad going in to do this mission? Because this is not like when I read one of the Suicide Squad comics, and Suicide Squad to me, as I saw it, was they are a covert military operation getting sent in to do wet work, sabotage, black ops style stuff in missions that will get them killed.
Yeah.
This is a global crazy thing going on.
Yeah.
Where is Batman? Where's Wonder Woman? The Flash is in the movie.
Batman is doing his crossfitting training, getting ready to fight Superman.
Batman... No, this is the thing. This movie takes place after the death of Superman.
What?
Because they talk about it. They create the Suicide Squad in case another Superman comes and it's evil. That is the
Okay.
point of
Another
the Suicide
Zod?
Squad.
Okay.
Essentially Zod. Another
All right.
Zod comes.
I think there was a
But,
couple of them.
like I said, Batman and Flash are in the movie.
What?
What are they doing?
I don't know, circle jerking?
Thanks, kid. Thanks.
There you
You
go.
can leave now.
Yeah.
I'm not
okay,
leaving my room
All
here.
right, you're cut off.
Okay, so
But this, I'm pretty sure Booger wants me to talk about this. Is the Joker and the Harley Quinn, right?
you know, before you start, I want to say the Suicide Squad to me sounds like a good idea. It seems like a good idea.
It's not a bad idea, but the execution is bad.
I think it could have been done better with Marvel. Marvel did something like that during the Civil War. Nick Fury, he got a small team of
the
super
Dark
villains.
Avengers.
Yeah, sort of
Right.
the Dark Avengers. They were called the Thunderbolts first, but then Norman Osborn sort of did the same thing. He sort of went on with that. He got a couple of supervillains and made them dress up as the heroes.
Yeah, the Dark Avengers. Yeah, but this is
It's a good idea. I think.
Like both of them have done this idea, both DC and Marvel. But I mean, this is the first one we're getting on screen, and it's not good. And the thing is that
they're focusing on the New 52, which is
Well, I see they're taking a lot of inspiration from the New 52, as far as I can see.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So, Joker and Harley Quinn, right?
Yeah.
Joker.
You want to speak up a little bit?
Yeah, Joker and Harley Quinn. What? I want to say this before I start ragging on it. The new Harley and Joker, I don't mind.
Why?
But let me explain this a bit.
Okay,
she's like breathing, like snarling through her nose practically.
Okay, well, I sort of agree. I don't know. I think it's the new Joker and Harley Quinn are cool, like, on their own. Like, if there was never anything before them, I'd probably like them. But because of all the backstories and people romanticizing them and talking about, like, oh, I want a relationship like that, but Joker was abusive in the past, but this is a whole new thing, but people are only focusing on that, but not about the abusive part. So I feel like right now, if that was the only Joker and Harley Quinn that ever existed ever, I would be fine with it. But with all the backstory, it's like not okay.
And that is one of the biggest issues that I have with this Joker and Harley, what I was going to bring up in a minute is the reason I don't mind these Joker and Harley Quinn, because Harley Quinn, I don't like her physical appearance, but her more of her. Not the physical appearance, but more of what she brings to the character. Harley,
the way she presents
this character is the original Harley. She was kooky, weird, and she was like a little kid almost,
which is something I liked. Though.
Yeah, which is not a bad idea. But in this, she's a lot more crazy. Like,
how so?
What kind of person would fall in love with the Joker? A crazy person.
Huh.
Like she's kind of out of her mind, kind of stupid almost.
Okay.
Like, she does dumb things.
I can understand that.
Well, I mean, that was sort of Harley. She was sort of like a little, like, teenage girl with, like, a schoolboy crush,
a lot in the comics that she was never very smart or intelligent at all. So.
She was a doctor,
and the idea of what drove her to be this way is that, like, in the original story, Harley Quinn was seduced by the Joker, right?
Yeah.
In this, kind of the same thing. He seduces her, but then when he gets the better of her, instead of her becoming a supervillain immediately, what he does is he tortures her until she basically goes crazy. Okay. Which is not a bad change to the character.
Maybe.
The rest of the portrayal of the character I don't really like. The Joker, this is the big thing with the Joker. Okay, Jared Leto's Joker is bad. It is bad.
Who the hell is Jared Leto anyway?
He's a musician.
I looked him up. I looked up at his IMDb page and I was like, who the hell is this? I don't know who this is.
He's a musician, but this is the thing with Jared Leto's Joker. Jared Leto's Joker is not a bad idea. The thing is, changing him from so let's look at the other versions of Joker. Jack Nicholson's Joker was a very supervillain-esque kind of guy.
He was very cartoony as well.
Yeah. Heath Ledger's Joker was just a crazy, psychotic force of nature kind of villain. This Joker version of Jared Leto is not bad. What he is, he's like a sleazy crime boss, right? Which is not a bad idea for Joker, but this portrayal of him is bad because his character is just so dumb.
Yeah.
I mentioned this to you briefly before. The longest scene in the movie that he has is when he's trying to get Harley to have sex with a black guy in the middle of this club while he watches.
Yeah.
And when the black guy goes, "No, dude, I'm not into this," he kills him. Okay. That is Joker's longest scene in the movie. And Harley is down with this too. Both of them are down with this. It's the black guy that goes, "Dude, no, I'm not into this," and then he kills him.
Yeah, I can understand why. I don't want people to watch me while,
TMI, kid. But the point is that this Joker is just not very good, and he doesn't do anything in the movie. He doesn't do anything of any significance in the movie.
Besides drive a
Ferrari or whatever the heck that is. But Lamborghini, Ferrari,
maybe
I don't know what
it's a sports car.
Yeah. It looks like it's like Iron Man armor too. It's really weird.
Okay.
It's like red and gold, and it's all shiny like Iron Man armor.
Okay.
But the point is that the Joker in this is not... This version of the Joker is not a bad idea, but this portrayal of him is what's bad.
Okay. I can understand that.
And so this is my biggest problem with Harley and the Joker in it. Booger said it perfectly. Joker is abusive. He's manipulative. He's just crazy, psychotic, and Harley Quinn is dumb, but she's lovable, and she's
meek. She's meek, too.
She sticks with him for weird reasons, right?
She's like a 13-year-old girl. She's like, will not like
with a star-crossed lover kind of like she met her like her boy band in person, and she's just obsessed.
Her knight in
like
shining armor.
Stereotypical like middle school crush that like will not love anyone but him for any other reason.
Okay.
Will, like, walk to the end
there
of the
you
earth
go.
for him.
There you go. That
talks about Harley completely.
That is a good analysis of Harley. But here's the thing: in this movie, Harley and Joker are in love. They are madly in love with each other.
Why would Joker be in love with her?
But they're not.
That's his only motivation.
Other.
That is his only motivation to do anything in this movie. The Joker's whole motivation in this movie is that he's in love with Harley Quinn, and he's got to get her out of jail, and he's got to get her back because he loves her so much.
But they hate each other.
That is the thing. Yeah.
Any other place, they hate each other.
Do you remember that episode of Batman where Harley tries to shoot the Joker?
I remember that.
Do you remember that?
I remember that.
Uh-huh.
Wasn't that the one with Poison Ivy when she was hanging out with Ivy?
No, I don't think so. Maybe, but they have a toxic relationship with each other. But in this, they are madly in love.
You know,
and that is what I think the biggest problem with these two interpretations of these characters is that it's good to try new ideas. I am totally down with different ideas and different interpretations of characters.
Just make them good.
This is just not good.
Yeah.
Period.
Here's something I want to bring up. They did an animated Suicide Squad movie a while ago.
Okay.
And they brought in Harley. Harley and the Suicide Squad were going into Arkham to get the Riddler out because he knew something that Amanda Waller wanted to know. Okay. But Harley ended up breaking out Joker anyway, but she said she wanted to kill Joker because he left her behind while Batman beat the crap out of her.
Okay.
And, I mean, when she first sees Joker, she tries to shoot him through, like, bulletproof glass, and he's just standing there staring at her.
See, but that's more accurate to anything.
But here's the thing. She lets him out anyway, and he helps her to get to her stuff back, her original costume and everything. But he takes away her hammer, kicks her aside, and opens up a part of the hammer to reveal there's a giant bomb inside of it. Just say, yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks for helping me out. I'm out of here. You can die for all I care.
Well, you see, that's
the kind of Joker I like. Will use Harley for what he wants.
Yeah, that is what I think Harley is to the Joker, is that she is a tool to be used in his schemes, but in this, like I said, the only motivation the Joker has in this movie to do anything, the only reason he's in this movie is because he loves Harley Quinn. He's in love with her. It even shows... There is a scene where the Enchantress tries to convince the other villains to come over to her side near the end by giving them what they want the most. Like making their wildest dreams come true. And Harley's is that she is happily married in a white suburban neighborhood. Her husband is the Joker, and he's like a business suit kind of corporate guy, and they have a kid together. That is her wildest dreams.
You just made me think of that Batman Beyond movie.
Oh my God.
I don't... Okay.
Are you thinking that too? The Batman Beyond movie when?
No, I honestly don't think that's what would make her the happiest.
That doesn't sound right. Her having, Booger, she would be overjoyed if he had his kid, but
what is your idea on that, Booger?
She wanted to kill him. She was she was a therapist, right? Before,
yeah.
She was a therapist who had a successful career. And then he stole her, and she wanted to kill him and had an affair with Poison Ivy. But
they
did in that one comic or whatever.
That's the new comic where she broke up with the Joker and now she's in a polyamorous relationship with Poison Ivy, which I think is kind of dumb.
I thought that was a while ago.
That's recent.
I'm fine with Harley and Poison Ivy being like sisters or something. I'm fine with that.
Was she trying to get with Batman or what? No,
I think she did at one point.
She kissed him.
She had a crush.
Yeah, there's a thing where she's had a crush on on
almost everybody
on Batman and things like that. But and here's my thing with the whole Harley and Ivy thing. I don't mind that so much. I wouldn't mind it so much if it didn't feel like fan service.
Yeah.
It feels like fan service to me.
I can understand that.
But maybe I didn't read enough of it. Maybe it's totally not.
No, I'm fine with a bit of fan service as long as it's done well enough and
it's done
with
tastefully.
good, and good context.
I think it would be cute, but what from what I've seen of it, it's really like sexually driven, which I think is really dumb because like all lesbian relationships in media are just like, oh, sex, like two like straight girls, but they're like
not true.
gay
Not
for
true.
each other.
Not true.
Really finish with
Sure,
they're like gay for each other, and that's like just most of what it is. And I feel like if they had like like a relationship and then got Harley out of that funk and like Poison Ivy like helped her recover from all this awful relationship with the Joker, it would be good. But it's so sexually driven.
Well, you see, that's the thing, is that's what happens in that episode of Batman the Animated Series where Harley and Ivy do a team up.
Yeah.
They are like best friends. They live together. They're hanging out.
They're like step siblings almost.
No, that's like, well, it implies lightly that there might be some intimacy between the two of them, but they're teaming up. They're taking on the world. They are awesome. And
that's what
they don't need no man to help them or anything
and
like
they
that. Whatever.
almost take over Gotham by themselves.
They beat the Batman by
Like
themselves.
that's what I want.
Yeah,
Instead of
that's
just
what I
like
like.
weird sexually driven
Yeah.
nonsense that doesn't really help anything.
Okay,
It
but
doesn't
here
do
is
anything.
something I forgot to mention because I wanted to say both of you, fuck both of you for talking about Steven Universe without me. Because Steven Universe is absolutely amazing.
Yes, we love Steven.
Same-sex couples in a very mature and amazing way.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And
I heard Legend of Korra does sort of the same thing too.
Yeah, Legend of Korra is a lot more subtle about it. I haven't seen it, but my roommate who's seen it all the way through says that there is some very heavy implications of it, and they do it tastefully. But the thing I was going to say about Steven Universe is you guys are jackasses for talking about it.
Sorry.
So I'm just going to wrap this up really quick.
Damn it.
I want Jasper back. Lapis Lazuli is the best gem. Steven and Connie are freaking adorable. I love Ruby and Sapphire, but I want to see more of Steven and Connie. That's all I got to say about Steven Universe right now.
Right here. Okay.
Fair.
All right. So
Yeah, but I mean,
okay,
Steven Universe is a kids show, so they can't have like sexually driven stuff like on
Yeah.
a kids show. It's
but
on
that-
like Cartoon Network,
But
you know?
that
Yeah.
makes it better because
Exactly.
they
There
can't
was-
show a lot of that more intimate stuff. They have a more
course,
of
yeah.
a emotional connection to things.
yeah, which can be
And
more heavy in so many ways.
that is what I think is the problem with the whole Joker and Harley Quinn thing, is that it's not anything else. The only thing that you get from watching these two characters in the movie and how much they love each other is specifically an emotional style thing. There is some classic Harley and Joker things where Joker crashes the car that they're in, right? In the trailer, the crazy Lamborghini, Ferrari thing, whatever. He crashes it, and Joker books it, leaving Harley for dead.
Yeah. Okay.
That's kind of how I picture Joker and Harley, and that's
Yeah.
how Harley gets arrested, because Batman comes along and he's like, oh, hey, look, she's knocked out. I'm going to freaking get her out of here.
Yeah. Okay, I want to ask you, how was Jared Leto's Joker laugh? Was that any good?
Yeah. Meh.
What?
Meh.
No.
Meh.
I mean, that's kind of an important thing with me. A good laugh for Joker. I mean,
Well, you
Mark
wanna
Hamill's
know-
perfected it.
Well, you want to know when the weird thing is that there's no subtlety with the Joker, and I think that's the problem with it. You know how Heath Ledger was just this maniacal, evil creature?
Yeah, he's just
And
messed
Jack
up.
Nicholson was a supervillain.
He was cartoony and having fun with how
but you see-
maniacal and evil he was.
But you see, the thing is, Jared Leto is trying to have both. Like, Jared Leto's Joker implies they're trying to have both. He's trying to be like a supervillain, but he's also trying to be this crazy, like, force of nature kind of villain kind of thing. And it leaves nothing there. I mean, okay, but maybe it's not just maybe it's not Jared Leto's problem. Like,
maybe it was the script.
It was probably the script.
The
let me
director, the
explain
producer,
to-
everybody. Who
let me-
may
He's
have
not
problem.
an actor, so it's not really like. It's not really, if he I don't think he's done any acting before that. So if you're
He
not
has
like
done a
a
little
professional
bit. Yeah.
actor and haven't done that much, you don't really go up to the writers and be like, "Can we change this? I feel like it'd be better," 'cause-
Well, some actors do. Though.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
not super early on usually.
Yeah, but okay, let me give this to you. I mean, I know all the stories about Jared Leto being an absolute jerk during the production of this movie. Like, he was
giving people dead rats. I
like he
remember
was
you
giving
telling me
people
that.
dead rats, and he sent like used condoms to people all the time. He was just being a total dick on set. But let me let me say this, is that maybe it's not completely Jared Leto's fault that this Joker is bad, because the visuals are terrible when it comes to the Joker. The Joker has the word damaged tattooed on his forehead.
That's stupid.
There's no subtlety here. And the thing is that there is a scene that I just immediately went, what is the point of this? Where a bunch of guys in SWAT uniforms show up, right?
Okay, yeah.
In the scene, there's a bunch of guys in SWAT uniforms, and you're like, immediately I went, okay, I know who this is. And the way that I just hammered it in, how dumb this is, this one guy steps up, who's obviously there, he has the Joker written on his chest, and he pulls off his helmet to reveal it's the Joker.
Okay.
What's the point of having it written on his chest if just 2 seconds later you're going to have the guy take off his mask?
Heath Ledger did it a little better in, The Dark Knight.
The opening scene when he's robbing the bank.
Yeah.
Also, Harley Quinn's tattoos are really stupid. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, I have a question for you guys.
And here's something that it almost...
I'm going to ask this after you're done.
Yeah, I immediately had to rub my temples after this scene. Harley has the classic Harley outfit.
She gets it?
For one scene.
What?
There is maybe a 3-second... During her flashback montage, there is a 3-second clip. Do you know the shirt, the poster of Harley in the suit, and Joker has one of his arms wrapped around her shoulders?
Yes, I've seen that. I've seen people wearing the shirt of that.
Yeah, they do that in the movie. Where
Really?
they show him wearing the classic Joker outfit, and she's wearing the classic Harley outfit, and he's got his arm wrapped around her. And that's just part of her flashback montage. And when they get their gear, where they open up the cases and it's all their old stuff, you see the sledgehammer, and you also see the classic Harley costume.
Okay.
So they make reference to it, but she
only wears it once?
She only wears it for like 3 seconds.
She couldn't wear something that had the same color scheme? I mean...
It's pretty bad. Oh, we're losing Booger.
I need to pee.
Okay, come back
Bathroom
soon.
break.
Shut
All
the
right.
door!
Alright.
So what exactly is the question you have for me?
Okay. The question is, if you were the casting director of this film, who would you ask to come in to try out for the role of Joker?
I don't
Anyone
know.
else?
I don't know. I honestly cannot answer that question specifically because I don't know a lot about movie production. I don't know what goes into deciding. I can honestly say the nerd thing and say, oh, I'd like to see this guy as the Joker, but I cannot give a educated example of who would be a good Joker.
Yeah.
So I am not going to say.
All right. But I have a picture of someone by the name of Crispin Glover. He's done some weird stuff before. He was...
Really, Crispin Glover.
Yeah, this guy. He was in Back to the Future. He played the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen him do other things before. Very strange, very odd things. Where he played sort of the very calm, rugged man, but same sort of... But he could, lose his temper instantly. And the thing is... I've watched a small documentary about him where he says, I usually pick my scripts where I could have some sort of connection with the character. I try to make every single character my own.
Right.
And another thing, he learned sort of an old Shakespearean quote, to play tragedy like comedy. Play comedy like tragedy.
Okay.
So maybe I think he could do good with, Joker, comedy, and tragedy.
Okay, but then again, that's us just making speculations of hey, we're Batman nerds. Who do we want to play the Joker? But
that's just my opinion.
I honestly don't think I would be so down about this movie if it wasn't trying to continue to build the world of the DC DC movieverse.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, as I said, none of these guys really act like supervillains. The biggest supervillain in the movie is Amanda Waller. There's a scene where she goes, oh, hey, I screwed up, pulls out a gun, and shoots everyone in the room. And all of the people in that room work for her.
Okay.
That is the most villainous thing that happens in this.
The thing is, I actually like Amanda Waller since I've seen her in the Justice League show. She
Amanda
was good.
Waller isn't bad. She's not a bad character.
No, she's good. I mean, she does things for the sake of, the people, but it goes to extreme lengths to do it.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, so I'm going to wrap up this whole Suicide Squad rant, which is, oh my god, this has been going on a while.
Wow.
So, I'm going to wrap this up, and maybe we'll do another episode of the podcast where we just talk about dumb stuff, because this is
keep going.
just... let's do a 2-part, because this is just...
Yeah.
Suicide Squad. So,
all right.
But to wrap up my whole thing
number...
with Suicide Squad, I'm going to ask you guys a question.
Okay.
This is a movie about supervillains. I'm putting that in quotations.
Okay.
How do you think this movie is going to end?
They all live and they run away.
Like, but what kind of ending do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be a bad ending? Do you think
they kill the supervillain and they all run away?
Nope.
They all die?
Well, I'd assume that,
was
like,
not...
Harley at the end gets tired of everyone and, like, kills everyone with Joker or something. That's just, it just ends there.
Okay, so,
that's the kind of thing
so you think it's
happen.
going to be, like, a dark ending?
Maybe.
So, like, I want you to give me, like, is it going to be, like, a fairy tale ending? Is it going to be, like, a tragedy ending? Do you think it's going to be, like, glorious, like, everything's going to be okay ending, like a horror movie ending? Like, give me something like that.
I'm just going to kind of stay out of this because I wasn't really focused on the ending at all because I had, like, almost zero interest in seeing this movie, so Rowan?
I'd say it, well, I feel like it'd sort of be something kind of, like, gory, but one of those stupid things where it, like, ends in the middle, you know, where someone just, like, someone dies and then it, like, ends and that's it and nothing happens.
Pretty much.
Really?
Oh?
Who is
Rowan pretty much got it. It's one guy no, a couple of people die. Maybe two.
Okay.
Um,
Please tell me it's Captain Boomerang.
No.
Damn it!
Diablo dies.
Okay.
The fire dude. He dies.
Yeah.
And the Enchantress dies.
Okay.
But it's okay, because they kill the Enchantress, but they only kill the spirit of the Enchantress.
They
The
perform an
archaeologist?
exorcism on her?
Kind of. They kill the spirit of the witch, but the woman she was possessing, she lived. And they all go back to prison.
What?
But they're all happy about it, because their life slightly sucks less. Because when they're getting taken back, Amanda Waller goes, alright, fine, you guys can have something. What do you want? And that goes to the worst freaking joke in this entire movie. Killer Croc goes, I want BET, the Black Entertainment Channel.
Okay.
So, this is Killer Croc. He lives in a sewer. Literally, his cell is a sewer. They feed him raw cows and pigs.
Yeah.
And he wants Black Entertainment.
Okay.
This is the dumbest joke in the movie. And what do the others get? Oh, hey, you know, Deadshot? He gets to have an hour of time with his daughter a month, I think, or something like that, and he got a punching bag in his prison cell. Harley Quinn, she got a cappuccino machine. Literally, they're saying, what do you want? And she goes, oh, I want a cappuccino machine. But then in the end...
Kind of a dog?
Yeah, but then in the end, she gets broken out by the Joker, so it's okay. That's the end of the movie.
Okay.
And, okay, I also want to say...
So they just went, like, full circle, basically?
Pretty much. Except their lives suck a little less.
Okay. That's
Which I guess
stupid.
is the idea of the Suicide Squad, but it's done so dumb in this perspective. I mean, honestly, a proper ending for me in that is that, okay, you saved the world. Good for you. Get back in your cells.
That could have been better.
Because that's what the Suicide Squad was.
Yes.
You're going to do this for us, and you're going to get reduced sentence times on... Like, reduced times on your sentences. But, okay, so... Okay, I lied. So that was not the last thing I'm going to say about Suicide Squad. I'm also going to say... The director can go suck a dick. Because he openly said how much of a cheap gimmick the Marvel Studios does. Where after the end of the credits, it has this thing where it has like a little sneak peek at one of their future movies.
Where it kind of builds the world?
Yeah. And he said that's a cheap gimmick and it's dumb. He does this in the Suicide Squad movie.
Really?
But he says it's okay because he doesn't make you sit through the entire credits. Halfway through the credits, it opens on Amanda Waller talking to Bruce Wayne. Not Batman, Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
And says, and she's talking about needing protection, and he says, well, do you have what I wanted? And she hands him a big old file, he opens it up, and there's a picture of Aquaman on it. And he closes it and says, we'll be in touch. And he leaves. So Amanda Waller knows Bruce Wayne's Batman, I guess.
Okay.
But that's the big thing, is that, like, what?
When? When did she find out?
No, it's just... He does the exact same thing that the other studios do that he mocked them for.
Yeah.
I think
You're upset about that, huh?
Sort of.
Yes.
I like that in Marvel movies.
I
It's
like
cool.
it. It builds up the world, and they can do some funny things with it. You know, like
Yeah.
Howard the Duck.
God,
Oh my god, that was awful.
That was so bad, but I
Okay,
thought
do
it
you
was
think
good.
Howard the Duck's going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Because if he
I
is,
hope so.
I hope he is, because that is going to be amazing.
That
Seth
would be the
Green coming
funniest
back
thing.
as a duck.
That's
Oh
the
my
movie.
God,
I want to
baby.
see that. I want to see the Collector and Howard the Duck hanging out.
That would be interesting.
I want to see that.
Okay, I think we should wrap this one up.
Okay,
So
wrapping it up. Okay.
Yeah.
So this was basically just the
we were just ripping on
this is
Suicide Squad
basically
as long as we could.
the spoiler review of Suicide Squad.
Yeah, sorry. Hope you still want to see it.
Yeah,
Probably not.
So if you want to see it, go for it. Honestly,
I think it's
would-
out already.
Yeah, it's on DVD. I'd say rent it if you're a big fan of the DC movies.
Or you can
I would
download
say-
it.
I would
Illegal.
say don't do it. I'm not a big fan. Honestly, this movie is what cemented in that I'm not going to see Justice League or Wonder Woman or any of the future DC movies because I just don't want to. Because
One of the main reasons I don't want to see Justice League is because Cyborg looks like shit.
he does look bad. But okay, so let's end on a positive note. What are some movies that are going to come out in the future that we want to see?
Lego Batman.
Yeah, okay. Can we all just agree we want to see Lego Batman?
Yes.
Okay, hands in. We're gonna see Lego Batman.
Lego Batman!
Okay,
That's good.
see you,
Yes.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.